is Siti Nur Emilia binti Malik. My mention number 259451. Today I will discuss about the impact on financial institution and how we respond because of COVID-19. First, we can see the selected regulatory response in Asia Pacific, and I choose in Malaysia only. In Malaysia, our government are concerned to individual, SME and corporate that affected by COVID-19, that they have provide some of relief. First, for loan and provisioning, they provide deferment of all loan repayment for a period of 6 months, effective by 1 April 2020, and credit card outstanding balance can be converted into a 3-year term loan with reduced interest rate. And based on capital in BNM, bank may draw down on the capital conservation buffer of 2.5%. Then we look into liquidity. BNM to supply daily ringgit liquidity to bank, and bank may operate below the minimum liquidity coverage ratio of 100%. So we can see beside my picture, we can see the government in Malaysia has discussed with BNM by more concern, especially individual have their income for every month based on their business or based on their salary, and get bit some relief to avoid them feel burden or any. As we know, because of COVID-19, business in Malaysia, not in business in Malaysia, but I think whole of this world got impact because of COVID-19, and many of them is individual SME is more feel the impact because of their income based on their business, based on their own salary, and they need to pay anything for monthly, and BNF have provide some relief. But I think not everyone in this Malaysia understand with the package to stimulate the economy, but I think they need to more clear, especially in villages that they did not did not understand it enough. So based on 5 fundamental qualities that financial institution be more resilient, they have 5 fundamental, that is design from the heart and the head, put the mission first, aim for speed over elegance, own the narrative, and embrace the long view. Based on 5 fundamental qualities, they have more provide to leader to be more resilient, and this adjust means adjust the parameters to produce a more reflective capital, liquidity, and ECL provision, focusing in the short-term outlook and impact of COVID-19. In optimize, and revisit and optimize the RWA and ECL's number by incorporating the impact of COVID-19 and BNM's loan moratorium in the calculation process. Then respond, set up early warning system to help the financial institution be more proactive and respond proactively in safeguarding in asset. Then prepare, review the current capital and liquidity, contingency menu of option, and update with well-defined recovery indicators to have a smoother transaction if similar crisis occurs in the future. So with these 5 fundamental qualities, so if it apply, it can be more careful for the future in case the situation had happened again. As we know, during MCO, we receive more funding from Bantuan Sara Hidup, and the government will disburse 3.2 billion ringgit for the Bantuan Sara Hidup program, and BSH is a program that distributes financial aid to household every year. And besides that, we also give a free network. This is because of to improve telecommunication service, and the government also pledged 600 ringgit million ringgit to provide free internet from April 1, 2020 during the lockdown period, and another 400 million is earmarked to expand the telecommunication network and improve quality. Okay, for the second picture, we can see impact of COVID-19 for banks, and as we know, we have now we in a fourth MCO. From 18 March, we have a first MCO, then to second MCO and third MCO, but BNM announced measure for COVID-19 since in first MCO that BNM has take immediately respond in ensure their customer feel not treated or something, then BNM have provide their measure for COVID-19. So for point number 1, automatic moratorium on repayment, payment of loan and financing. Based on this point, we can see that a moratorium period exclude in determination of period areas for the purpose of regulatory and accounting classification. Then loan and financing that are granted moratorium solely based on this measure are not to flag as R&R in CCRIS. And the R&R loan need to be classified, not to be classified as credit impact in CCRIS. So have 2 points in this BNM addition measure that is not direct impact to MFRS 9, that is a liberal lending or financing limit and drawdown of prudential buffer. Then for the last point, MFRS 9 and financial reporting requirement. Financial institution required to incorporate impact of COVID-19 into forward-looking information for ECL calculation. This is to ensure that the cash flow in BNM stable, can flow like usual, and that's why they provide payment until 6 months, and their credit card outstanding balance convert to 3-year term. So they need to ensure that the cash flow for the end of the period are still ongoing and still can be more tally. And then the last point, payment areas during moratorium period should not automatically result in stage transfer.